This is Travis Wayne Goodsell, and I wanted to let you in on a new book that I had published with Amazon, even though they're still struggling to get around to approving it. I've posted it on my website, on my battle updates page, and my Egyptian page. If you're involved in any of my Facebook groups, I've uploaded it on those groups as well, so it's readily available for everybody to look at. I would highly recommend getting this book as well. It's got a lot of information about the fall of Adam. The Book of Mormon, the main scripture for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, it's even been referred to by Joseph Smith as the keystone of the LDS religion. It contains information about the Old Testament stories, particularly those of Genesis, that are different from the traditional Christian view, and even the Jewish view, even though there's a lot of similarities more than there are with Christianity. It must be understood, Mormons are not Christian. They're not Christian at all. We believe in Jesus, but that doesn't make us Christian. We are not a restoration church of Christianity. The Book of Mormon makes it very clear that Christianity is wrong. It makes it clear that the religion, the gospel, and the doctrines of the LDS Church derive from the Egyptian religion and texts. Joseph Smith's first vision, Jesus appears to Joseph Smith and says all of Christianity is wrong. Don't join any of their churches. I'm going to establish a restoration church through you. And that's what Joseph Smith did, was establish an Egyptian restoration church. That's why when the Book of Abraham papyri came to him, he knew right away that it was important. And he knows very well of the prophecy in Ezekiel of the coming one day of the stick of Joseph. And if you have been to my website, you'll know more about what I'm referring to there, as well as books that I've published. This year, the LDS Church is studying in their Sunday school classes the Old Testament. And this Sunday, which is going to be the 28th of January 2018, so if you're looking at this after then you'll have to refer back to the lesson. But everywhere in the world, the LDS Church will be studying this lesson, and it is the lesson on the fall of Adam. And the Book of Mormon gives new details that Christianity doesn't believe in. Paul is even quoted as saying it was the woman's fault for the fall. The Pope just the other day came out on the news reports saying that the serpent in the Garden of Eden was the first fake news when he deceived Eve in the Garden of Eden. And even the Jews attribute the fall to Eve as well. But the LDS Church, nope, not the same belief. We go back to the Egyptians. That's where our belief comes from. Whether members of the church realize it or not, whether it's in our manuals or not, and it's not, our doctrine conforms with the Book of Mormon. and nobody else. This is the ancient Egyptian Heliopolis creation glyph. It is about the creation story, but like you've heard, it's said that a picture is worth 1,000 words. Well, for the Egyptians, a picture is worth 1,000 books, if not 1,000 chapters. There's so much involved in just this one glyph of the ancient Egyptians that it not only covers all of creation, but involves the story of the fall. And in the book I discuss it and go over it, and there's lots that's involved. In the book I go over the Jewish symbol, the Star of David, and I go back to its origins from the Egyptian creation story glyph, and I demonstrate how it ties right into the Egyptian religion, gospel, and doctrines. This is a screenshot example from the book demonstrating the origins of the Star of David and the Kingdom of David. We all are aware of the last days and the restoration of the Kingdom of David, and this makes it very clear it is the Egyptian kingdom that is to be restored in the last days, not from the actual claimed David in Israel that nobody can find evidence for. This book on the fall is book number 4 for lesson number 4. I've been working week after week to provide additional information for each of the LDS Sunday School Old Testament lessons, and showing the connection to the Egyptian documents that the stick of Joseph, as referred to in Ezekiel, is from the Egyptian records, and all of the stories in Genesis are derived directly from the Egyptian records. All of the prophecies of the Jewish Messiah, all the prophecies of the Christian Jesus, all of the prophecies of the Mormon One Mighty and Strong, even though there's a huge controversy in the Mormon church about that person. It's all in the Egyptian records, and this book in particular is a must-have for everybody's study library. You need to find out what's in this book and how it applies to today's events. We've had numerous rare signs in the heavens, numerous rare signs on earth. We're in the last days. Each and every religion knows it according to their understanding, and things are going to happen.